is not your supplier. If you are trying to buy from Taobao and retail, you are doing it wrong. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. It is fun here. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back to today's video, and thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. If you're from my WeChat, hey best friend. If you're from my Snapchat or Facebook or Instagram, an old friend, you love me, I love you too. What's good? Ever since I published my first YouTube video, you guys have been asking me, when are you going to give us the tea on starting your own hair business or your own hairline and every time, okay? And way before that, you guys will always text me on WeChat about information, you want details and stuff like that. And today I am here to give you all the details that you will need to start your own hair business. So grab a notepad and a pen and write things down because it's about to get lit and detailed, okay? All right, now before I get into the point, I want to say that some of you guys have deleted me or hated on me. People have talked trash about me because of this topic right here, because sometimes you guys feel like you inboxed me and I didn't really give you guys the details, or I didn't give you time of the day and stuff like that. I try my best to reply all these questions, and I sometimes give you the summary and pointers on how to go about it. But best friends, please understand that on my WeChat is where I'm doing the business, in between talking to customers who are my priority, I might add, and attending to shipping, trying to advertise, trying to talk to people, potential customers, and every other thing. Guys, I have no time to actually talk to you about this thing. Apart from that, there are so many things involved, I cannot even say them in a text, you feel me? So if you deleted me because of this, please add me back. I love you. If you hated on me, don't hate on me no more. I love you still, okay? Now if you want to start your own hair business and you have no idea about hair, I don't mean about hair business, you have no idea about hair, like what even a frontal is, a closure is. I've had some guys and girls inbox me and tell me that, Eve, I want to start my own hair business, but I have no idea about hair. Can you tell me about it? I'm not here to discourage you. Please sit it out, okay? Or find some time and actually study about hair, because you cannot do business in something that you know nothing about, okay? This is not an investment. This is an entrepreneurship. It means that you are going to be doing things all by yourself. Imagine you not being able to answer your customers' questions because you have no idea. Trust me, most people that are coming to you to buy the hair, they know nothing about it either, okay? They are here for the beauty of it, so they will send you a photo of someone else, if they will send you a picture of someone else's hair and be like, can you give me this hair? I want something like this look, and you have no idea. That is unacceptable. So let your sister wear wigs if you're a guy, your girlfriend, your wife, your mom, and study it. If you're a girl, try getting into wearing weaves and wearing synthetic hair or whatever kind of hair that you are trying to sell. With that out of the way, let's go to point number one, the decision. Okay, I want to say that there are so many variables, there are so many things involved in the hair industry. What do you want to do? Because I'm assuming that if you're a startup, you do not have a lot of funds to actually do all the hair, so you actually have to settle on some of the hair, right? So are you going to be doing synthetic hair or 100% virgin hair? If you're going to do virgin hair, are you going to be doing Brazilian, Peruvian, Malaysian, Indian, Caucasian? There is no Caucasian. I don't know why I keep saying that. Okay, Burmese, Vietnamese, Eurasian, Under that, are you going to, what textures are you going to pick? Are you going to do straight, body wave, jerry curl, kinky curl, wavy, what kind of wavy, and If you are going to do synthetic hair, you are going to determine whether it's canicolon or yaki textured braids extensions. Are you going to be doing Mali twists, kinky twists, crochet braids, ombre colors, single colors? Lots of them, okay? So you need to sit down and look at your target market, the people that you're trying to sell to, and find out what actually they want and then try and sell that. Or you can also decide to just go in for what you feel is best and then convince people to buy. That is actually what I did. I started with Brazilian, Malaysian, and Peruvian, and now I have Indian because Brazilian is going extinct. The population of Brazil is actually so small. So for some time now, they are not being able to actually supply large quantities of hair. You understand? Because everybody's going in for Brazilian hair. Indian hair is also great, so I have substituted that. Alright, so if you have decided on what kind of hair you're going to sell, then you need to find a supplier. This is where it gets sketchy and really tiring, and that is why most of you keep inboxing me, because you feel like there is an easy way for you to just find a supplier. Listen, before I even tell you where to find a supplier, I cannot recommend a supplier to you. You know why? Because this is hair, okay? I should have bought and tried that supplier's hair before I can recommend them to you. And I do not need to do that because I'm already in business. And if I just said, oh, I heard this person's hair is good, and you are not just buying and using it by yourself, okay? You are trying to retail. It means that you want to be in business for a longer period of time. If you dwelled on my word and then you bought from this person and the hair was bad, it will come back to me. But that wouldn't be my fault because I also did not know. You feel me? That is why I always tell you guys that when it comes to supplier situation, you need to actually sample the hair. Take some time. I took 6 to 7 months. I don't know if you guys can remember, but I went home. I was wearing some hair. I'll put a picture here. And I was wearing this hair throughout the sourcing period. I was curling it, ironing it, doing all the bad stuff to it to actually know if the hair is good before I actually settled with my supplier. So you need to find a supplier and you need to sample the hair for some months. You need to actually wear the hair and see how the hair does with time before you can actually start retailing it to other people, okay? Now, if you can afford it, go to QINGDAO, get on a train, get on a plane, and go to the site yourself. That is what I did, okay? If you are on site, you get a chance to find a train of factories of hair companies, okay? Is that even right? Train of factories. Anyways. Once you get there, you are going to be able to talk to them directly. And once you are like face to face, there is no way that anything is passing you by. You understand what I mean? So go there, source the hair, talk to them, stay there for a couple of days, you know, and end up with a good supplier. If you cannot do all that, say you are not in China, so it is very hard for you to actually do this on site, you can go to 1688.com, okay? 1688.com. You can find a lot of suppliers on there, and then you can start talking to them. So gather a number of them and then start talking to them. And once you figure out that your instincts tell you that, oh, this guy is kind of cool and all that, you can go ahead and buy the samples, try it out. If it's great, then you can start selling. So that person becomes yours and you become theirs. You understand? 1688.com, Alibaba.com, not AliExpress.com. Alibaba.com, MadeInChina.com. Basically, these three websites can give you manufacturers for almost everything. They can give you whatever you are looking for. It's not just hair. Just go there and you will find them. Taobao is not your supplier. If you are trying to buy from Taobao and retail, you are doing it wrong. Apart from the fact that you might receive bad hair, they are retailers as well. You cannot retail from a retailer. It's just not how it is done, okay? Instagram is also a risk. If you are trying to start your retail and you are dwelling on Instagram account, you might get duped, so be very careful. Try and go on sites. That is what I would suggest. If you have a friend here, let them do it on your behalf. If you can afford it, come down here and do it by yourself. Or if you're already in China, go there and then try it out. It is the headquarters of hair. That's how I call it. Everybody in the city knows it. Once you touch down, you can ask basically everyone. They will direct you to so many other places that you can find supplies. Capiche? Now, with that being said, I want to add this, okay? It is so uncalled for, unacceptable for you to inbox a person who's already in business and then ask them for their supplier. Like, you don't want a supplier, you want their supplier. This is not done. This is not business. I mean, I don't understand how you guys even do it, okay? You are inboxing me to give you my supplier. That is not possible. The suppliers themselves do not even tell other brands that they are supplying to other brands' name. Example, if my supplier was supplying to another brand, he wouldn't mention to them that he supplies to me as well. You feel me? It's a confidential something. It's like a recipe. It's like walking into KFC and asking them to give you that recipe because you are trying to open your own burger, chips, and fries and chicken making company somewhere else, so it doesn't really matter, they should just give it to you. Nobody does that. It is not right for you to do that. You put the person on a tight spot, and sometimes it is crazy. I have had people tell me some really harsh stuff because I wouldn't give them my supplier. Nobody does that. Once you get into business for a number of months, you will understand why it is not done. Okay, don't do it. All right, go to 1688, go to alibaba.com, go to QINGDAO, go on site, go to madeinchina.com and find your own supplier and make them yours. Okay, all right, so with that being said, let's move on to packaging and pricing. Most of the hair companies will offer you packaging deal where they will give you a generic kind of package and then they stamp your logo and your name on it. If you don't want any stress, you can take that. Of course, you have to pay extra money, give them your logo and But if you want something special, like myself, because I wanted my customers to feel special or like a princess when they got the package, and most people are like, your package is fancy and stuff like that. It's not even about my customers, I'm just extra. I was like, nah, I can't just do this generic type of, okay, I want something that I can feel like, oh yeah, this is it. If you want to do that, it's actually quite easy. You just have to sit down and think about what kind of packaging you want. Okay, this is not like sleepover thing. You have to actually decide, okay, what color, what style, what dimension, how long do I want it, how short do I want it, how wide do I want it, how many bundles of hair do I want to be able to fit inside, and Okay, now once you have decided that, you put it on paper. This is where it gets sketchy. You can watch various YouTube videos to help you design it. If you cannot do that, no problem, you can find a designer to do it for you. Now when the designer finishes, you take the file, you go into any printing press, like a large scale printing press, you give them this file, they will develop it into printables and then print your package for you. Ta-da! There you go, and then you have your package. Okay, so when it comes to pricing, it depends on you, the cost incurred, of course, but you also have to scout around and see the market price and then try to not go too high or too low. It all comes down to what kind of market you are trying to sell to. You will know. Once you get there, you will know. So that aside, let's go to selling the hair. We've already decided. We found our supplier. Now we have a package. Our price list is set. How do we sell the hair? WeChat is your best friend. Okay, let me tell you that you can do transactions there, you can take addresses and everything. If you are pretty serious about it, you will thrive. Okay, don't be lazy and all of that jazz. Instagram is great for showing off what you have, but you cannot really do any transaction on Instagram. When you start business, maybe you don't have the funds to make a website, try as much as possible to make your Instagram decluttered. Okay, if you have noticed, when I post stuff, the next day I delete them so that when people come again, they can see actually what is there for them. Okay, I always leave about the first 10 moments something that will keep people going down. You understand? Before you go to bed, remember that not everybody is sleeping, so leave something there that if somebody were to stumble upon your account, they will actually see something. You understand what I mean? So go get it. So guys, this is all for the video. I hope that I answered most of your questions. If I did not, please leave me a question in the comment section below. I will answer them immediately. And if there are lots of them that I missed, I'll probably collect them all together and then make a part 2 of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot. Go ahead and start your hair business and let us all win. Subscribe if you haven't already. Put the notification bell on because I'll be doing a lot of these, guys. Thank you so much for watching once again. Until my next video, bye. Watch my if you dwelled on my haven't already, and be sure to put the notification